How many of you have gone through onboarding process at least once? I assume all of us here have. And how was it? Too long, too quick, boring, overloaded with information in one day, maybe disorganized, or perhaps too much paperwork and training required? According to the bambooHR report from 2023, new joiners often complain about lack of clear points of contact for questions, inadequate training on company products or services, insufficient access to essential tools, technology issue, malfunctioning in computers or lack of setup, absence of a single person acting as an onboarding guide, unclean managerial structure. Didn't we already know in 2023 that onboarding new employees isn't a cheap process? It's costing around $1,700. It's even worse when new employee after a poor onboarding experience don't feel supported by the company. Onboarding. According to the Cambridge Dictionary, onboarding is the process in which new employees gain the knowledge and skills they need to become effective member of an organization. It's short and obvious, right? Provide hardware, grant access to repositories, and send a wiki where rookies can find all important information. Onboarding is done, right? No, my friends. We are social creatures, and fostering social connection is a crucial part of successful onboarding. Even more, 87% of us hope to make a new friend at work. An effective and well-prepared onboarding process can make newcomers nearly 18 times more engaged in their new job compared to those with poor onboarding experiences. A good first impression with a clearly presented vision can lead to nearly 90% of new employees being more engaged at work. We love benefits like multisport, free first day, healthcare programs, and additional leisure time. But do we know about all of them? Clear communications about benefits significantly contributes to overall new employees' well-being. You can only make a first impression once, so pay more attention to the onboarding process. Plan it, execute it, and continuously improve it. Virtual onboarding. We live in a post-pandemic world, and remote working has become the norm for many. However, virtual onboarding presents its challenges. Nearly 38% of HR professionals consider virtual onboarding to be the biggest challenge in this new world. As an engineering manager, I've been involved in several onboarding processes for Mobica and client projects, and each process has been slightly different. While our process and theoretically well prepared and described with self-explanatory steps and adequate timeframes, the reality often differs. Missing required accesses or resources can be resolved, but issues like lack of proper hardware or technical difficulties may be harder to address remotely. Remember, mistakes can happen, but lack of communication should never be tolerated. Do you know that there are superheroes among us without capes? Imagine joining any company, having all the hardware and system access, but then facing issues and not knowing who to ask for help or needing more context for your task. In those moments, you can only think, I need a hero. Based on my observations and Microsoft report, buddies are crucial for the new joiners. More than half, 56% of newbies felt more productive and comfortable in the company after meeting with a buddy at least once in their first 90 days. They believe in the buddy system, effectiveness increases significantly with more frequent meetings. Besides productivity, buddies provide context, which is crucial for someone who has just joined. Onboarding is starting before the first day in a new job. Are you surprised? I hope that not. A good onboarding process should begin after the new hire signed the contracts. All paperwork, account creation, and access granting should be completed before the first day. For example, in Slack, all newbies have access to a special space 2 weeks before their start date, where they can find important information and reminders about missing HR steps. A few days before their start date, they received instruction on how to enter the office, for example. New joiners at Microsoft receive access to all communication tools, project management systems, and detailed instructions before their first day. The time before day zero is crucial for newbies. Let's not waste it and do as much as possible. Send welcome pack and hardware. Complete all required paperwork, and if recruiting for an external client or specific project, pass on all relevant information. Day 1 update. Today the requirement process is complete and a new journey begins. It's a time to assign value to a person. In my opinion, there is no better way to integrate a new employee than pairing them with someone more experienced. A well-defined plan with a balance between training and socializing events allow newbies to acclimate to the new environment and understand the company culture. Flexibility is a key, as everyone is different, and the plan should allow for customization. Employee growth is also essential. By setting goals and presenting a development plan, new joiners know what the company expects for him. Managers should meet with the new employees at least once in the first month to collect feedback and be open on ongoing conversations. Lastly, we should listen to feedback and continuously improve our onboarding process.